Welcome to Mirror Domains, and this is my full live watch along for a movie called Jung E on Netflix. This is a Korean movie, a sci-fi thriller, cyberpunk it says here in the description. But guys, I'm really looking forward to this. This came recommended to us by one of our fans here of the channel, Biford to Hobbit, there in the live chat, who also says, hey, how's it going? Okay, so I do like sci-fi. I like cyberpunk. This movie comes in just about an hour and 40 minutes or so. So, yeah, if you haven't seen one of these from me before, guys, if you haven't, well, don't worry. I'll be watching it in its original Korean language, but you'll be able to follow along with some subtitles there. I'll let you know where I'm at within the movie so that you guys can follow along with your copies there at home. This is on Netflix, and I'm looking forward to it for sure. So with that being said, let me just hit the play button, and we'll get underway for Jung E. Now, it'll just take me a second to recalibrate my... I'm just working on making sure that everything's properly aligned here. We got audio, James. We have audio. We got audio. We got tone. Good. We're underway. Jung E. In the near future, when sea levels rise and humans move to space after building shelters between Earth and the Moon's orbital planes. They spend decades migrating citizens to shelters, and the humans settle down. Wow, that's fast. Declare themselves the Adrian Republic, and begin attacking Earth and other shelters. Adrian Republic. That's really fast. This leads to decades of war between the Allied force and the Adrian Republic. Okay, war. Humans left on Earth continue to produce munitions, like living in cogs of machines and something. The humans, like, that's really fast for even for me, guys. Ooh. All right. Sorry, I'm getting through this. We'll get through this. That was a lot of exposition there, and no nudity in Junge. Okay, good. Yeah. I always have to look at the parents' guide. It's Korean though, so I would suspect they're not into that kind of stuff, right? Mechanical foot. Oh, I got machines. Oh, they're shooting. Sound design seems okay so far. Now, she's throwing down. Wow. Choreography. I dig it. Ooh, and some visual effects there. That was cool. Now this is how you start out a movie, guys. Some high action. Yeah. Ooh, she's got like a sword or something? I don't know who she is. But, cool. Music fades.
윤정희 팀장이다.
Captain Jung E. How else can I be answering? Did you reach the fuel rod? It's not looking good. Oh, what is that? It's kind of like a dog. New Zimbo.
파일도 알려준다.
So is that what these are called? Zimbos? The machines? Yeah. Huh. Visuals, guys. That's creepy how it was like skating almost, right? Soundtrack is keeping you in it for sure. Okay. What was that? Was that water or was that oil? It was oil, right? Because it got on it while it went underneath and now it's on fire. Of course, it's got fire suppression. Yeah, I like how it skates around. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so she's got that tethered to something that's holding her there. I like how that's on her gun, that tether, right? Get out of there, girl. Wow. So the building fell on it. She got distracted by something there. It looked like one of those. Oh, her fingers. Oh, is she a robot? She looks surprised by it, though. What's going on? That's weird. Was this just all a simulation? A training program? It looks like it. Hmm. Stay focused, all right?
좀 해줘. 또 여기서
So it is a simulation. Ma'am? Why does this keep happening?
여기까지 오는 동안 도대체 몇 대를 박살낸 거야.
그러니까
적들의
Seriously?
프로그래밍이 좀
The simulation has to match real life situation. As soon as important guests arrive, huh? Here you go, thanks. So that's a real actress playing it, though, right? It's not CG. The subtitles are fast and watching it with English dubbed. Yeah, I'm watching it in original Korean language. Okay, so we just got some music there. So it does look like it can leave that grid, so it's not completely, like I was wondering if it was like holographic, but it does look like it's a body of some kind that goes into this simulation grid, right? Like a holodeck kind of thing. All right, there's, I guess, replacement heads. Oh, this is cool. Kind of like Iron Man, she's getting taken apart, kind of thing, or being rebuilt. The damaged parts are being replaced. Is she completely a robot, or is she like cyborg, like RoboCop? Like, you know, in that newer RoboCop movie where it was kind of like they got the brain and the lungs. That was really creepy. Some seafood, some fish, oysters. I don't know what kind of fish that is.
잠깐만요.
Excuse me. Does this look fresh to you? Directly from the boat. Wrong expression. Hmm. Okay, so he's putting some kind of a drop in his eye. What's that about?
고생하셨습니다.
Thank you for your hard work,
뭐
director.
이렇게까지 준비할
Should I be concerned? Because you seem on edge. So I'll be trying to save as much footage for action scenes, guys.
저렇게 맛있는 음식들도 먹고 칵테일도 먹으면서
Hmm. So they're there to see a presentation. Is this like a new model or something? So, big brass.
바로 시작할까요?
Please enjoy the show. He seems a little bit nervous, dude. Bit of a nervous dude there, right? You're 2135. And shelters they build in space. The Adrian Republic. So, Adrian Republic's in space. And he's a bit of a doofus, isn't he? Jung E, the top team. Skip to the end. Okay.
윤정이
Captain
용병입니다.
Jung E.
윤정이 용병은 8중대 팀 45를 지휘하며
That guy's yawning. He's just trying to recap the war for them. They know the war, guy. It's just for us, the audience, that are recapping it, right? Chris Schober, we already did a live show today. It's up on the channel right now. The program is named Jung E. Okay, so those are the robots that they'll be, or like
윤정이 용병 딸인 윤서연 박사가
cyborgs
팀장으로 이
fighting.
프로젝트를 마무리할 계획입니다.
You're up. Woo! Woo! Yeah. From Yoon's brain. Okay. So she was a real person.
복제된 내 데이터를
From our simulations, we have activated network of neural pathways shown here. Okay. Stop it, guy. Can you be serious? Yeah, this guy's a twit. My goal here is to create an AI that's unmatched performance. Not at the moment. Okay.
전쟁 다 끝났어요. 그런데 실패해서 지금 아드리안 내전이
So they want this robot to go in and get a mission to win the war. And so far, the Jung E robot hasn't done it. Then why does it keep on failing?
전투 AI를 만들겠다는 건지.
탈출.
She will. Okay. I am certain. So is this a presentation to get more funds to have this mission succeed? What are the other options? He said to send in human forces, right? Why can't you send in a robot force first, and knowing that it's going to fail, have humans right behind it to pick up the slack? That's what I would do. Whoo!
멋있죠?
Beautiful, right?
노을도 멋있고
A fan? What, does it get hot in there or something? This presentation is the generals to buy and commit to a robot army. Okay. Pull me inside and says the green light. If we clear the mission, they'll get the green light. Cold brew?
하겠어요.
아, 면담.
You find that that's valuable. Brain analysis. And the chairman's victory. Oh, truly, he is a great man. I don't think I would ever need a poster of myself up anywhere or like a mural. The Jung E project is definitely back on.
얘기한 거 잊어버려요.
Forget what that old guy
윤정이
says.
용병이
Wants to be beloved. The music's so high. You have my full support. Don't worry, director.
면담 시간이 돼서 먼저 가보겠습니다.
I don't know if I trust this guy's his competence, right? Because he seems a little bit buffoonish, right? Present, yeah. Timestamp. Where are we at, guys? We're just 20 minutes in. 21 minutes in. So just over an hour and 20 minutes left. This will be like the first act, right? Coming up to the end of the first act. About 10 minutes or so for the first act. We know the situation. Ooh. This mic is working, right? Okay, so she's seeing that she's a robot. So it's not really a simulation, right? Okay, so they can manipulate parts of the brain. I can't feel my body. Yeah, that would be freaky. Okay, so they can freeze her. Destroy the brain. Okay, oh, so it was just emulating her as if she were like a real human, right? That's what somebody would do if they found out that they were like that. Those ideas were explored a little bit in that RoboCop reboot that I was talking about, and a little bit of Terminator Salvation in there as well, right? I like that brain, how it's kind of like wires with the lights moving. The design of it. You said RoboCop, very good, James. I agree, yeah. Superhero. Well, why not? You can make her fly. When I was young. Oh. So she's a survivor.
우리 엄마가 그만한 돈을 벌 수 있는 건 용병밖에.
Mercenary. Does my mother regret sacrificing her life to save her daughter?
그럼 물어보면 되지 않아요?
Why haven't you asked?
네.
If it fails assimilation, you could ask it. It got distracted by that jingling thing, right? And that's why. There's like... Thank you for sharing a story.
재밌습니다.
That's the second character that goes, whoo! I like that shot. That's cool. What are they saying? That they don't debrief the brain after and figure out why the failures happened? Or they're not doing it extensively enough, huh? The train is now departing. Okay, so there's our look at a... Yeah, I like that design. That's cool. Okay, so that's digital matte paintings in the background. Serviceable. Okay, so we get to see a little bit of world building here, right?
그럼 가서 아줌마 말 잘 듣고.
Don't cry, it's nothing. You got to win the war so that people can survive, right? That's why we're lingering with this character to give why she's doing this.
수술 끝나면 엄마 옆에 있어?
그럼.
Cheek rub. Is that like a hug or something? Oh, yeah, because you're... Okay. We'll take care of her. Yeah, I couldn't imagine it having... I guess it sort of happened to my family where my older brother had something wrong with him. at a young age, and my parents had a rough time with it. So that was from her memory. And I like how they're using the used look of the future, right? The lived-in future. Like the tram there had like graffiti on it. It'll look all beat up. It wasn't crisp.
물건에 이름을 지어준 적이
Have you ever
있나요?
named the object?
네.
Yes.
석양을 보며 새
I have not. So she's got it back? Is that what they're saying?
지금은 수술도 불가능한 상황이고요.
That surgery I got as a kid was for nothing. Well, it was for something. It made you live this long. 3 months.
저희가 제안 드릴 수 있는 건 지금이라도 내 복제를 받으시고 의체로 옮기시라.
Copy your brain. Like type B. James, have you ever been confused for a Korean person? No, I haven't.
데이터를 정부기관에 제공한다는데 사인을 하셔야 되고요. 근데 그것마저
Now, I used to golf with a Korean guy, and we look nothing alike, right?
오히려 유족들에게 지원금이 전달됩니다. 어머님인 윤정희 팀장
Let me think about it. Since I'm here. Okay. So, what, they downloaded her mother's brain? Oh, so that doctor is not a real doctor. He's like a robot. Okay, well that's, Huh. Yeah. I like how they're using like that technology. It's not in your face. Like traditionally in some movies, they would just like, oh yeah, it's a robot doctor. Here it is in our first scene, right? And they save that.
뇌자는 피할 수 있습니다.
There's still time to save the brain of the daughter. Okay, so they... Please place your palm if you've looked over it. So she agreed. We can make a product that will end this war once and for all. I have a present for you. Your mom will be a hero forever. So Jung E is based on her mother. That sort of makes sense. But that would be hard every day working with something that really looks like your mother. Hmm. Hmm. And that's what's going to happen to us, guys. We are going to be able to download our brains into computers. Um, that's why I'm always fascinated with people telling like alien like stories of, you know, aliens come in these ships and they've abducted me and stuff. And it's like, no, why would they come in a ship? They would be transferring their brains into electricity and be able to fly across the uh, universe in transmissions. They wouldn't have ships. They could look like they would end up looking like us. They would come down into a body and they wouldn't look reptilian or anything like that. And that's the way we're going to go when we shed our human flesh. Like, I can't wait to get, like, I hope I live to the point where we can get rid of our bodies. Okay, so this is round 2. Second mission attempt. So that's pretty much all of Act 1, guys. How much is that? 36 minutes. So this will be what the main movie is about. Now that we've sorted out who is who. We know what the desire is there from the military and from our main character here. Time we try something different. Let's shoot it through what? At first? At the start? What did he say? You heard him? You better do it. Oh, to shoot it in the legs to start it off wounded. Okay, and that would be tough. Seeing like what looks like your mother up there in pain and stuff. Yeah, very interesting spin on it. Neutral area for pain.
붉은색으로 신호등 느낌.
Changes to strawberry. This guy's obsessed with colors and humor. Yeah, she's not going to last that long. So this is where we started out in the beginning, guys. Ooh. The heat, the red is spreading rapidly.
시시하게 돼버렸네.
surprised. Why is the robot hesitating? It should put it down. She's calming herself.
운동성이 초록 네파시나보다 더 뛰어납니다.
It's a new area. Huh. No, not the head. Now the brain is useless because they want to learn from it. Hurry up. So something new was in the brain that was making her fight through the fear.
여긴 처음 활성화되는 곳인데요.
We just found our combat AI. This color should be yellow as pineapple. A pineapple. God, this guy's obsessed with color coordination, huh? I would not a robot clone. It's demeaning and undignified. You wouldn't want to be a clone? I wouldn't be a clone. It would just be, hey, why? Again, it's kind of like, what was that question in sci-fi? If a robotic hand is stronger than your normal hand, why would you still want your... Well, shouldn't you cut off your normal hand for the robotic hand? Wouldn't you do that? That was in Star Trek that was asked that question, right? But people don't. Chronoid. Why is he repeating to himself what his position is and what his name is? Is he a robot himself? Is that why he's acting weird? Wonder what the budget for this is, because they're pulling off some interesting visuals. Chronoid HQ. I'll check, sir. Why is she laughing? Do we know who this person is? You're Director Kim, yeah? It's finally nice to meet. Okay. Okay. He asked me to see your presentation instead. This comes from the chairman? Yeah. Lee Se-yeon.
우리 회사에 상품 개발부라는 게 있었나?
Why is she laughing at everything? It's not a typical response. You can't hide your feelings either.
사장님이 오늘은 다른 일정이 있으셔서 못 오시니까 제가
Okay. It's like he is a robot, right? It's like they were testing him or something, right? To see for reaction. He's not happy. But I think she's starting to figure it out. That she's working with maybe somebody else who's a synthetic. It's kind of like a mixture between RoboCop and like Blade Runner, sort of what I'm getting here, guys. Yeah, because he's putting these drops into his eye. What's that for? You know, I put drops in. But I put them in for like sometimes just sitting at the computer screen. My eyes dry out. Don't you agree? That vapid woman knows nothing. My vote is RoboCop and Ex Machina. Says Bifer. Well, a little bit, yeah, with like the way that the brains are constructed and stuff like that. And how some of them are used to do medial tasks. Like pick up the garbage and stuff like that, yeah.
멋있게 나왔다. 그죠?
It's pretty cool, right? Look. Do the AI implement into the yellow area?
회장님 도착하셨다는데 지금 이동하시겠어요?
The ethics test. Oops. You must be worried about Jung E was your mother. Yeah. Okay, so they know that it was based off her mother. Oh, he's flickering. So he is a robot.
놀랬지?
So he is a robot, and those drops, what, keep him... Huh, so I call that one, right, hey guys? Yeah, it's close to being completed. So that's why he's a kind of a twit, right? Naive too. And that's why the generals weren't having it when he was trying to be funny to them. It's not necessary anymore.
연합군이 아드리안 자제국과
There's a treaty. Combat AI. So this will be like a bump, a problem, if their research gets shut down due to a peace treaty of some kind. I think that perhaps she's secretly working to try to resurrect her mother, right? Rich people like me The moment that brain replication was discovered, my first thought was, how can I live forever? Oh, is that what he looked like when he was younger? To create a version of me that was immortal. Led to my first robot. Him. Prototype sang. Okay, so that's what he looked like when he's younger. So that's so weird for her then, right? And that's like adding on another layer into this story that shows interesting writing. It's Alien. I can't guarantee you that. Huh? Yeah, allow your project to go on. The project's already done. So he shut it down? Household androids. Also young that too. It's going to be hard to know who's a robot and who isn't then, right? The directing has been very good at hiding that from us. Understand?
서연아, 너도 그만 집.
Give up this obsession. And it seems that people laugh at the robot. Your sense of humor is the best.
만난다고. 얼굴 봤으면 돼.
So if you're human, you'll laugh at robots, right? Because you'll be just like knowing that they're just mocking, right? Oh, are we in another test? Oh, and this is where she failed because she sees the... Yeah. So this is like the replicant dilemma in Blade Runner. Who is artificial and who is human? Yeah, that's the way I feel. It's
그때 이후로 활성화된 적이 없습니다.
지금 몇 번을 했는데 아무것도 못.
so they're limiting it. I'm not satisfied. Oh well. We'll isolate this mysterious area at any cost. I want 22 whole. So then why is he acting like... Why is she acting like a subordinate to him here? I don't get that. Okay, so she doesn't recognize her as her daughter. Did I stutter? Cut off her arms. God, that guy's really going for it, huh? So they're trying to cause a pain response so that she'll access that part of her brain. Huh. Okay, so is he going to shoot it in the leg? It wasn't because it was shot in the leg. It was because it was accessing a part of its brain for survival, wasn't it? Like, no more for today. Better turn the... Shut him down. Shut him down. That's what I would do. The chairman has requested your presence.
표정이 완전 미친 것 같아요.
At least the other engineers there are, I think they're human, right? Because they were concerned about her there. But I don't know if they know that the director is a robot. Seems like only she knows and that older guy knows, right? Yeah. Sorry, give us a timestamp because we're coming up on an hour here, right? 58 minutes. 58 minutes and 23 seconds, guys. Obviously, it's building up to that mission. I think, and I'm guessing the mission is going to be successful because it'll tap into that yellow area, which I think is memory of maybe like a motherly instinct kicked in. Right? Is that what they're going for? She remembered that she's a mother and she's got to get home kind of thing. Gave her the extra strength to overcome her fear. Oh, she's feeling pain from her cancer. Yeah, that I couldn't imagine it. Where you're just like, ah, damn. Okay, so it didn't translate what was being said there on the pad. Upbeat dance music. this robot's not getting jiggy with it, is he? Or whatever. Oh, it's one of the engineer guys. I was just prepping 23. He was doing something with it that he wasn't supposed to be, right? I better just keep it on this one just in case. Yeah. Okay, so she's not naked. It's just he was using it for gratification purposes, which people would do. That's one of the things that's going to happen when we get synthetics. You pervert. Yeah. It's a product for Captain Young. They told me to test it out. Sure they did. Product development. For money making, because that's what people will want to do. She's type C. Product can be used for anything. Jung E. Well, that's what the old man said too, right? Make it for commercial purposes. I like how they're exploring this.
팀장님.
Because Blade Runner, we saw the hookers deal with him, but it was just kind of like in the background. They didn't really focus in on it too much. On that aspect. Like they did with the first one a little bit with the Daryl Hannah one, right? Simulations go to more. Our time was up here. But using our product in a different way. Household AIBS. Could it be me? I've lost the chairman's trust. Once this is done, we're going to go to the IMDb, guys. Take a look at the cast. I pulled an article from Screen Rant that is going to be like a cast and character guide that we'll go through and we'll look at this movie a little bit more in detail. Take a look at the Rotten Tomatoes score for it as well. See what people are saying. Oh, Captain.
정신이 듭니까?
Where am I? You made it out.
몸에 아무 감각이 없어.
You will die at any moment. Hmm. End. 1 second. Okay, so you can see yellow there. So they've asked that, they've triggered that part of the brain. The pineapple region. Yes. My daughter had surgery today. So she's remembering her daughter. Her. So she's remembering her. It's a very interesting dynamic on this, guys. Is in remission. Hmm. So what was the motherly part that was triggering her strength? Oh, and that's the keychain that she saw before she failed her mission and got shot. That's what triggered the memory. That. Hmm. Hmm. She saw one like it distracted her for that fraction of a second. I like how they're peeling back layers here of things that we saw that we thought it meant something and now it's meaning something more. And she's gone. Out of all your test trials, that you've never brought that up before? Or is it because it's come back and her cancer's going to take her? The director's just letting us hear music here. We're not actually hearing her scream. Hmm. And it looks like she's figured something out there. She's come to... very interesting performance there. I like how her performance is kind of like muted, a little bit dialed back, restrained. And the director's like over the top, yelling and screaming and trying to be silly kind of thing. I like that juxtaposition there kind of thing. Contrast, right? Okay, so she just plugged in to the back of her port to what? Download a movie? Administrator? She's putting in a new program for the unidentified area. She's deleting it? Why? That's the part of her brain that was saving her. Why is she doing that? She doesn't want it to succeed? Captain Hyun, can you hear me? Stay alert. Captain, you'll be in a coma-like state immediately after this battle. So she's spilling the beans. Director Kim, do not choke on your aspirations. All right, here we go. Okay, so we're going in for the third time here, guys. Third time. The timestamp for that would be an hour and 12 minutes. An hour and 12 minutes. I guess technically it's like the fourth time, right? But we didn't see the... Okay, that's very interesting. So they're showing us how the simulation area works. Again, the dog thing got the things fell on it. Now is she going to get distracted this time? She did. She got shot. It bored me. The end. Director.
오늘 좀 이상한데요?
The results are odd. I'm not. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know why she would take away the possibility of her getting through that. Is she gonna try to take this and run away with it? This version? Maybe that's what she's getting up to. So maybe the final battle won't be... His eyes switched there. Pull up the replay again. right there. It never hit her. She was faking it. Yeah, she's faking it. Deception. It missed her head. Sound the alarm. Okay, so she's trying a jailbreak here with it. Only 23 minutes left in this movie, guys, so... It's curious. What's happening here? The police have been alerted. The alarm was triggered, so they're on their way. How long will it take? 5 minutes. I say we test out the combat AI. Send another one after them? So she'll have to fight herself? Maybe more than a copy? Like 3 of herself? Oh, that's creepy. Oh, wow. Yeah. Can't she just shut him down? Because the old man had a thing that shut him down, right? Or is she trying to recreate her mother? This is weird. She's going to see all the copies of herself. That would be eerie, man. I don't know if I could handle that. Just like, yeah. Yeah, that's weird, man. These ones don't have the skin on them. So she can, well, she looks like them. Why can't she emulate? They're looking to see which ones are still tethered. You'd like an army of you that you could control? That you could control? That'd be kind of weird for me, though. There can only be one, that's what I would say. Oh, wow. Ooh, she punched right through it. Huh. Yeah. iRobot-esque. Yeah, a little bit of iRobot in there too, right? Hourglass Vikings, good call. Yeah. So the war was kind of like a backdrop. It was really more about this, her and her mother. Uh-oh. Are these the cop robots? all that looks fantastic. The way that she was being thrown around there. I don't know if that was wire work or if that was CG, but it's a good mixture of both. Hmm. Uh-oh. It's going to rip off her arm. Put it through her head. Laser. Ooh, roundhouse the kick. Roundhouse kick right off her head, right? Huh. Okay, and there she came and saved her. I was like, wow, that was close. An hour and 22 minutes. Listen to me.
내 목소리 기억해요.
You remember my voice? You heard it in a dream, yeah. Just say, I'm your daughter. We're in this together. Like that CG looks good there, right? Target eliminated. Oh, they took off her face. Hmm. Oh, they're looking at the security footage to see that she switched it out. You've been duped, robot. So now you know who the perpetrator is. Very cinematic score here too, huh, guys? It'll be coming soon. Let's go. Why is she taking it? I don't. We need a little bit more information here. Runaway. Is this the
저번에
director?
했다는 윤리 테스트
Fake crying. Yeah. Your daughter. You erased all data then?
이제
She's free? She's looking at her though. It's like, what? You're my daughter? Yes. Good point. Ooh. Yeah, but he's strong too, because he's a robot too. His eyes open. Terminator-esque? Yeah. You're a robot too, dude. You're just a chairman's little toy. I'm a joke? Yes, you are. That's why everybody was laughing at you. You didn't figure it out? Oh. Ooh. Huh. That was sadistic. Huh. I like that change in his face there. Huh. Sam Worthington moment. Yeah. All right, director. Okay, so she grabbed on, climbed up around. Good use of slow motion there. Wow. Oh, cool. Wow. How they're all just like hanging there. The police. Civilian detected. Okay, that's cool. How they all kind of flew off like that. Uh-oh. He's got one of those guns with the tether. Ah, I like this. Yeah, she's taking punishment. Ooh. The director had his tether on though, right? So, oh wow, that looks fantastic. He's gonna be back. Hmm. Hmm. The visuals, it's just really good. They just hit another train. Is he gonna shoot himself? Okay, so that broke off with him in it, right? But he's a robot. He'd be able to survive. Well, maybe. He could be okay. The bullet went straight through. And I like how they use the robot face here, too. The police are coming. What about you? Don't worry about me. Yeah, she doesn't have much time. I'm begging you to go. See, if they made a Hollywood version of this, they would demand that you at least keep the human face on so that people can see the interaction. Goodbye. But she knows now that that's her daughter. Face rub. Yeah. Hmm. Wow. So she got to say goodbye. Have you seen the Dentist 1 and 2 movies? No, I don't know what that means. We'll take a look at it in a minute, Chris. Wow. That's a good shot. Jung E. You can see it branded there on top. Is that it? Jung E. Memory. King Swoop 1. So that was for somebody. Huh. King Swoop. Oh, wow. What a nice little movie that was. Oh, that came as a recommendation from Byford to Hobbit in the live chat to come watch this movie from 2023, guys. And I'm glad that I watched it. Very interesting experience. Korean film. It went in a couple different directions that I didn't think that it was going to, for sure. Arglass says, I must watch this from the beginning, late to the party. Amazing action, though. Yeah, it was. And it's a quick little movie. When I say little, I mean by the runtime, an hour and 40 minutes. I don't mean that as in like a small in budget or anything like that, small in acting. No, I mean just the runtime there is what I'm referring to. It had good acting, good directing. It had good directing. Like the directing choices in this, I felt were very good. And I like the choice of leaving the face off the robot there. Now, what I meant by them, like the Hollywood version of that, they would have left the face on to have that emotional impact towards the end there. That's a style choice by the director to use just the robot face instead of the mother face. But yeah, this movie had heart to it, and I quite enjoyed that. Jung E, fantastic recommendation. Really awesome. And that's what we do here on the channel, right? We do full movie watch-alongs with you guys. So let's go over and take a look at the cast for this. Jung E. Let's pull up the IMDb and see what's going on there. Of course, I have to set up the web browser, but that's okay. Now, I'm not going to recognize any of the names here. Chairman Lee Dong-hee, researcher Lee Si-young is Uem Ji-won. Okay, but you know, Koreans do make good stuff. We liked Train to Busan. We liked Squid Game, right? So yeah. What do they got here on the rating? 5.4 on the IMDb. Let's go over to the Rotten Tomato score and see what people are saying about this. Jungle. I didn't put up Jungle. I said Jung E, not Jungle. Damn autofill. Hey, it's gonna happen to you guys if you look it up too, right? Okay. So the critics were not kind to it. Only 13 reviews, 54%, 58% by the audience. I'm guessing maybe they just don't understand nuance of, you know, different styles of filmmaking. So let's see what some of the snapshot reviews say. Here's a bad one. Yoon's latest is altogether a disappointment, lacking both the brain power and the beating heart that made his other movies so full of humanity. His other movies, is that they're talking about the director? So let's take a look at what this director has also done. He looked a little bit like the guy who was one of the engineers, right? Who was doing the Favor. So he's also done Peninsula, which was like a Train to Busan spin-off kind of thing, right? And he did Train to Busan himself. Okay. So it is from the director who did Train to Busan. Okay. Well, that one definitely is going to be up there. Like, that's one of my favorite zombie movies of all time. And he looks like he did a TV show called Director. Well, I'll keep my eye on this guy, for sure. Because he does good work. I know Train to Busan, it's like a masterpiece for a lot of people, right? Yeah, so people are going to be... Yeah, you can't go into this comparing it to that, right? Because it's a totally different medium, a different genre, I would say, and different ideas. I think people maybe went into it because it opened up with that big action scene, and they wanted that tone and flavor to go into continue, right? I felt that it was kind of like, I like the shift of it being more between the mother and the daughter. I like that. If the post-apocalyptic story sounds recycled, the entire argument regarding the replication of information from a brain to later transferred to a robot and the artificial intelligence applied to combat is even more elementary. What? Well, let's take a look at a good review here from somebody. Yun Sung Ho has a knack for appreciating popular genres in ways most Hollywood films do not. Jung E unravels unique dimensions of human thought and emotion in an increasingly digital and increasingly commodified world. Okay. I think that's a long way around of saying that you liked it. However, when the film works, this Korean science fiction thriller's penchant for hyper-fueled action scenes plays out like a quick shot of pure adrenaline. Yeah, the choreography in this was pretty good. The fighting was pretty good. Yeah, so I'm not going to read any more bad reviews in here. My impressions are, it's nowhere... Yeah, oh, that was him. No, he's the screenwriter, director. Oh, I thought he was playing that guy that was the pervert guy. No, he wasn't playing that guy. No, it's nowhere near 5, guys. It's nowhere near a 5.5 film. I would probably, well, let's get brutally honest here. It's a Netflix film. So is it going to be an 8 out of 10? No. Is it going to be a 7 out of 10? It's a bit of a stretch. I think it's just because there is something that perhaps does get lost a little bit in the translations. I would probably end up giving Jung E I probably would say a 7 out of 10. Yeah. I would say 6.5, but then when I say that, I don't like the way that makes me feel, because it is a better film than that. There's more going on in the background. It does explore some of the ideas of like the AI and stuff like that. Especially with the director also being a robot too, and discovering that he's a robot there at the end. There's some ideas in there that are definitely worthwhile checking out for Jung E, like we just did, right? So if I were to, that's what I would pitch to people who haven't seen it, right? Train to Busan doesn't catch a breath. Such a great, fast-paced movie, yeah. So it's from the same director. Very interesting. Let's just pull up this cast and character guide that I pulled at, and then we'll open up the floor for some more comments here from like what Chris Schober's talking about here. Jung E cast and character guide, that's up on Screen Rant right now. Let's just see if I don't expect it to give us too much more information than we already know. Kim Young-ju is Jung E, basically. Yeah, Jung E. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names. Yoon Si-yeon. Yeah, Kang Soo-yeon. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to... I'll butcher this. Yeah, she's our main character. And as I said, I like the nuanced performance there. It's very restrained, as I said. And I liked how she was compared to the director that was like over the top here. This guy. Laughing and trying to make jokes, and he just comes off kind of not cringe, but that's what they were trying to go for, right? Oh, is that it for your little guide? Yeah, it's like iRobot mixed with things from RoboCop and Blade Runner. All right, yeah. Overall, guys, I thought that was a pretty good movie. Thanks for the watch along. We'll be doing a lot more of these watch alongs here on the channel in the weeks and days to come, because I've decided that for the next couple of weeks we're going to try this out. We do a movie news show Mondays and Fridays, guys. Fridays is kind of like a big show of 2 hours of movie news stuff, and Mondays we do like an hour show in the morning. We do movie news shorts throughout the week, so you guys will be always getting movie news stuff here too, but we do full movie watch-alongs. We do series watch-alongs on Mondays. 1 p.m. on Mondays, we do a Last of Us watch-along series. So all episodes will be up on the channel, guys. And of course, you know that we just did Jung E. Tomorrow morning, we'll be doing Duel. Karen Gillan fights a clone of herself. Talking about clones. Weird motif going on this week about clones. Yeah, she's got to duel herself for the right to live. And then on dueling, on Thursday, we'll be watching Mortal Kombat, guys. 1995, Mortal Kombat. This one's just a lot of fun. I want to share a fun experience with you guys. And we'll be watching Mortal Kombat. Other movie reviews and reactions up on the channel. Full movie reactions, guys, for The Pale Blue Eye, Emily the Criminal, The Man in the Moon, and The Innocents, a horror movie that we watched this weekend. I had lots of fun with that. And of course, we do a horror weekly roundup show that I think may be moving to Fridays so that we can just watch movies on the weekend, horror movies. And I think this weekend I'm going to be either doing Candyman or, I'm going to open it up for polls. Candyman, or what's the other one that I wanted to do? Like the newest Candyman. I think that was, Byford said that he wanted to see that one too. I kind of want to do that one. I had a list here. I think it was Last Night in Soho too. Yeah, I want to do that. Either Last Night in Soho or the Candyman. Yeah. But I also want to do Malignant and Old. Well, hey, every Saturday we'll be doing this stuff. So there you go. Okay, some more live comments here. Chris Schober says, have you seen The Dentist? The Dentist. Okay, so let's take a look at what The Dentist is about. It doesn't sound familiar, and I guess my answer is no, I haven't seen The Dentist. I'm just pulling up the IMDb page for that. Is that Corbin Burnson? He's in this? An extremely successful dentist goes off the deep end after he catches his wife cheating on him. Oh, okay, so it's a little bit like Dr. Giggles, but with the dentist instead, huh? The cover looks familiar to me, though. It does. Corbin Burnson, yeah, he is in this. Linda Hoffman. No, I haven't seen this. Earl and the late Earl Bowen. Yeah. Dr. Silberman from... Oh, Mark Ruffalo is in this? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, if I find that on a streaming service, guys, more importantly, because we do live streams, it's going to be really important that I watch shows that have limited nudity. Just because we're doing it live, if it flashes on the screen, I can get a slap on the wrist and I'll lose all my live streaming privileges, right? So I can't risk that. As long as I am aware of where the scene possibly is, I'll be able to make a mental note of it and make sure that I'm on the blurred screen here for you guys, right? That's important for choices of movies that we'll be watching. Like, I can watch them if it's really graphic, but I won't be able to do it live, and I'll have to cut out all the stuff, which I've done before for things like the Hellraiser reaction. So it's definitely possible, for sure. Okay, what's happening on later today, guys? I think I will be posting my review for A Man Called Otto later on this afternoon. I am, maybe I won't, because I'm thinking I'm going to go out and see Women Talking, because we just saw that Women Talking got nominated for a lot of Academy Awards. We did a live Academy Award show reaction nominations here, guys. We did a live show earlier on today, so that's up there. I'll post some shorts about that too later on. But yeah, next week I'll be opening up the door for more polls. So pay attention to the channel for choices that we can watch for movies. Yeah. All right, guys, that's it for me. Jung E was a thumbs up in my book. I kind of enjoyed it. I did. Yeah, 7 out of 10. As I said, beyond our movie news stuff and our watch-alongs, trailer reactions, movie reviews, series reactions, you're going to find lots of stuff that you like here on Mirror Domains.